Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to your yoga practice today. My name is Daria. If you're new here, welcome. Today's practice is called Sustain. We'll be working on holding postures just a little bit longer than you might want to. This is a really effective way to build strength both in the body and in the mind. And as you may know, the January theme here on my channel is sustainable strength. So all you'll need for this class is yourself and a space to move. If you have yoga blocks and you know that you like to involve them in your practice, go ahead and grab those now. And whenever you're ready, let's get into it. We'll start today seated right here in Sukhasana. So make your way to a seat that feels spacious, anchored, and also elevated with the spine lengthening toward the sky. You can release your palms either face down or up on your thighs, whatever feels good, and then softly close your eyes. We'll begin with a few rounds of Samavriti pranayama to even out and balance the breath, getting the body acclimated to breathing in a more sustained way. So take an exhale to let go of all of your air. Breathe in for a count of 3, for 2, for 1. Hold the breath for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale slow, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom for 3, for 2, for 1. Staying with the counts. Breathe in nice and deeply. Hold for 3. Relax as you retain. 1. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Hold for 3, 2, 1. In through the nose. 3. Hold, relax, shoulders are soft. Exhale 3, 2, 1. Pause for 3, 2, 1. Good. Inhale for 4, 3. Soften your palms. 1. Hold 4, 3. Relax your face. 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Hold, relax. Exhale slow. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Last round here. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. As you hold, tuck your chin slightly toward your chest. Lift through your pelvic floor. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh out of your mouth. Take a couple more breaths here, breathing naturally and continuing to connect more deeply to the body, to the mind. Noticing any sensations, noticing any points of tension right away. Allow your seat to settle even more, sitting bones drop. Softly, gradually blink your eyes open, let the light in, and then find your way to your mat, bringing the hands down, spreading the fingers wide, claw down. Tuck your toes behind you and press yourself back slowly, gradually to downward facing dog. Allow your breath to massage through the lines, down your spine, down your arms, into the palms, and then down the backs of your legs, through the calves, the Achilles tendons, into the heels, and back into the earth. Imagine that you could coat your body with the breath, and then wiggle any way that you need to, exploring the space, exploring the shape, exploring the body. Let the breath be the guide. Let it flow through the spaces that feel especially tense or tight or sticky. And then as we begin to move, allow the breath to match your movement. So breathing for the length, for the full duration of the shape. Begin to gaze forward towards your thumbs, and let's take a slow walk forward. You can tiptoe your way there or just step one foot softly in front of the other.
Begin to feel your core connect as you reach the top. Then separate the feet hips distance apart and fold forward from the hips. Soften through the hip creases. Feel a waterfall effect through your spine as it cascades forward, crown of the head reaching for the toes. Take a couple moments here. Sway side to side on the feet, maybe forward and back, maybe in circles. Drop your fingertips down to the earth if they're not. As you inhale, we'll find a halfway lift through the spine. So pull the earth up through your toes, through your legs to the pelvis. Then stretch from your pelvis forward through the crown of the head. Let's draw the hands together at the heart center, staying in the halfway lift. Spine is elongating evenly forward and back. The knees can stay micro bent or even more deeply bent. Start to feel the backs of your legs activating. Take a big breath here. Then press your exhale down through your heels and rise all the way up to stand. And as you inhale, circle your fingertips out wide and then up overhead. Lift your gaze toward your thumbs. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Drop your head, root your fingertips. As you inhale, press into your right foot. Reach your left toes long and back behind you, standing L. As you exhale, bend deeply into your right knee and softly step the left toes to the back of the mat and then drop the left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. The fingertips reach up toward the sky. Feel a lift that grows and grows and grows. And then exhale, settle your hips down and forward. On the inhale, pull the breath up, squeezing right foot and left knee toward each other, then lifting the breath beyond your fingertips. Exhale, keep the squeeze and the hips melt down and forward. One more time, inhale. As you exhale, the fingertips come down about a foot in front of the right toes. Pick up your left knee and we'll launch forward to standing L. Now root your right fingertips down. They're forward of the right toes and a little bit wider. We're gonna spin the left hip open to stack on top of the right, and then reach your left fingertips toward the sky, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Feel the wobbles and wavers as you find your balance and allow these to exist. The balance isn't always right there, so let it calibrate. Notice if your big toe is popping away from the mat, if you're rolling to the outer edge of the foot, see if you can dig down more into the big toe mound. Or if it's the opposite, then root more into the pinky toe. Take one more big breath here to stretch through all the lines. Then as you exhale, revolve so that the left hip bone faces back down toward the mat and the left fingertips root. We're back in a standing L. Let's take an inhale here. Stretch it out. Left toes reach back. Crown of heads reaching forward. As you exhale, root your left fingertips down. Curl your left heel in towards your sitting bone. Then reach with your right hand and see if you can grab for the top of the left foot or the ankle. If the connection isn't happening, no problem. You can just stay with the knee bent and maybe bring both hands down to the mat. We're gonna fold forward. So either with the connection or not, it's like the heart is reaching toward the right toes and we're bowing over the right thigh. Keep squeezing your left heel in towards your butt and then see if you can press your left knee up skyward. Big inhale. Stay for the exhale, drop deeper. Root your fingertips, stretch the left toes out long. And then as you exhale, softly land the left foot down beside the right, hips distance apart and fold forward. Inhale, find a halfway lift in the spine. Shift more weight into your toes. Staple your belly button in and back, then draw your palms together at your heart center. We'll pause here, sustaining in the halfway lift. Slide your shoulders down your back. Knees can be micro bent. Feel the back lines of your legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, press down from glutes to heels and rise all the way up to stand. Release your fingertips down, then circle them out wide, rooting the feet as the fingertips and the gaze lift overhead. As you exhale, dive down, forward fold. Fingertips root. Inhale, standing L. The left leg anchors and the right toes stretch back behind you as the heart stretches forward. Then exhale, deeply bend the left knee. Right toes come down behind you and the right knee lowers. Inhale, kneeling warrior. Reach the fingertips up high toward the sky. Magnetize your feet. And exhale, settle the pelvis down and forward. Breathe through the right hip crease. Inhale, fingertips rise. Exhale, sink and settle. One more inhale. Imagine someone's pulling your middle fingers up on a string toward the clouds. Exhale, root your fingertips down in front of the left foot. Lift the right knee. Take a breath in here to prepare. As you exhale, we'll launch forward, standing L, and then open up wide to the long edge of the mat, the right side. Right hip is stacked over the left, right fingertips reach toward the sky, half moon. Flex your right toes actively. Left toes are anchoring down. If you have blocks, it's always an option to bring a block under the fingertips that are grounded for more elevation away from the earth. Now infuse your body with your breath. Use the inhale to lengthen out in every direction. Then on the exhale, pivot back forward. Right fingertips land, right hip revolves to face forward. Hips are square to the earth. Inhale in your standing L. As you exhale, the right heel draws in toward the sitting bone. Root right fingertips as you reach the left arm around and back, maybe to grab for the top of the foot or the ankle. And then keep pressing down into the left foot and start to fold forward, bowing belly to thigh, heart to toes. Right knee is reaching in the opposite direction of the left toes. It's lifting high toward the sky. One more inhale. Stay on the exhale, fold, find your balance. Left fingertips root, right toes stretch back, inhale. Exhale, step down, feet are hips distance apart, and we fold forward. Take an inhale, halfway lift, and an exhale to just fold back down. As you inhale, root your feet, reach your arms wide, reverse swan dive, rise all the way up to stand, biceps beside your ears. As you exhale, weight your heels, sink deeply into your thighs. Chair pose, Utkatasana. A couple of breaths here. Draw your belly to your spine. Keep length in the spine, stretching out through the fingertips. Inhale. As you exhale, reach your heart forward, sweep your fingertips back, lift your heels away from the earth. And then pause here just to feel the balls of your feet digging down. Feel your thighs active. Good, sink your heels. Inhale, sweep your fingertips up. Exhale, heart goes forward, fingertips stretch back, shoulder blades draw together, and the heels lift. Inhale here. Exhale, the heels sink down. Inhale one more time, fingertips reach up, Utkatasana. Exhale, come to the balls of your feet, fingertips reach back. This time we're gonna rise up to stand. Can you maybe keep the heels lifting as you reach the arms wide and then all the way up overhead, still maybe up high onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, swan dive down. Maybe stay on the toes, challenge the balance, or you can root the heels, folding all the way forward. Then once the fingertips land, we'll put the heels down if they're not already. Big inhale here, halfway lift. As you exhale, root your fingertips down, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lowered Chaturanga, elbows graze the ribs. Untuck your toes. Inhale, press to upward facing dog. Collarbones broaden, heart is puffy. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go up and back. Big inhale here. Press the exhale down through your thumbs and your index fingers, driving deeper into the earth. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the tip of your tailbone higher. Exhale, stretch the crown of your head forward to elongate the back of the neck. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg high to the sky, 3-legged down dog. As you exhale, lift the left heel, swallow through your core, and step your right foot through to your right thumb super softly. Inhale, the fingertips reach high, crescent lunge. Exhale, just settle, feel the feet land. Inhale, fingertips stretch higher. Exhale, settle, we stay. One more breath here. Inhale, reaching higher and longer. As you exhale, press down into the right foot. Palms come to your heart center. Left knee draws in and up. Finding your way to one-legged Tadasana. Inhale, reach your fingertips high to the sky. As you exhale, revolve your left knee out to the side as if your left knee is drawing up towards your left armpit. Then continue the revolution, gliding the left leg all the way around so your toes point to the back of the mat. Reach forward through the right fingertips, bend into the right knee, and as softly as possible, step the left toes to the back of your mat, aligning for warrior two. Then sink your pelvis low. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left palm comes down to the outer thigh. Right fingertips stretch up and over. Shoulder draws down your back. And we'll stay here for a few rounds of breath. As we stay, it's not a pause in the flow of the movement. There's always a continual action of lengthening, of sustaining, of reaching longer and farther and infinitely beyond. Inhale, bend deeply into the right knee, stretch the right fingertips back. Exhale, cartwheel down. Plant your palms and step back, high plank, flow Chaturanga. It's okay to take it on your knees. Inhale, find upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, glide back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stretch your left toes high to the sky. As you exhale, curl your knee to your chest and softly step to the top of the mat. Inhale, press through the feet, rise the fingertips up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, we stay. 2 more breaths here. Feel the duality between the rooting of your feet and the effervescence, the buoyancy of your pelvis. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, press through the left heel, palms to heart center. Come all the way through to one-legged Tadasana. The right knee is up toward your chest. Inhale, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, revolve your right hip open so the knee comes toward the side of the mat. Pausing here to squeeze right knee as high towards your right armpit as it'll go. Then continue the circle, continue the revolution. Open your right hip to stack over the left, bend the left knee. Reach forward through the left fingertips, and we'll glide the right toes back, softly, slowly stepping into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, find your depth. Inhale, reverse warrior. Cinch at your waist, create the action of lifting up, and then begin to curve backward. Beautiful rainbow arc into the left side body. And now see how sensitive you can be to the sensations of the posture. Listen to your body and find your alignment based on these innate senses rather than any aesthetic organization. Last inhale. Good. Exhale, cartwheel down. Plant your palms, step back and lower Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. 3 breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Feel the inhale. Create a lightness as you lift your spine. And on the exhale, feel your feet and your hands rooting to the earth. Last breath. Inhale, sweep your right leg high, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, lift your left heel, softly step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, float your fingertips all the way up high. Right away, exhale, step into the right foot, lift your left knee up toward your chest. Inhale, this time, maybe the left knee stays bent, or option, as you reach the arms high, can you stretch your left toes forward to the top of the mat? Inhale here. Exhale, we'll revolve the left leg out to the side. Maybe it stays straight or maybe it's bent. Coming all the way back, left toes go behind. The right fingertips reach forward.
Left toes are stretching to the back of the mat. Bend deeply into the right knee. Reach in two opposite directions with the left toes and the right fingers. And softly step back, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down, palms to the top. Step your right foot back or float it, Ekapada Chaturanga, just an option. Lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. In through the nose. Out through the nose. As you exhale, feel the clearing quality of the breath. Inhale, left leg floats high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, fingertips rise to the sky. Exhale, one-legged Tadasana. The right knee pulls up towards your chest. As you inhale, either leg stays bent or stretch it long and forward as the fingertips float toward the sky. Exhale, revolve. Right leg opens up wide, knee is bent or straight, and then we reach the toes all the way to the back of the mat. Left fingertips forward. Bend into the left knee and super softly step the right toes back behind you, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, Chaturanga, Ekapada if you like it. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. And we'll go one more round through this sequence, adding on a bit and finding places to pause and to sustain, to build the strength. As you inhale, stretch your right leg high, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, step forward, right foot to right thumb. Inhale, root your toes, reach your fingertips high. Exhale, press to one-legged Tadasana, left knee draws in. Inhale, challenge yourself. Even if you didn't do it on the last round, can you extend forward through the left leg? Fingertips rise, and we'll hold here for 5. For 4, charge through your quads. For 3, it's okay if you're shaking. For 2, good. 1, see if you can lift the leg just a little bit higher. Then begin your revolution out wide to the side. Toes go back behind you. Right fingertips reach forward. Then bend into the right knee and softly, slower than you can, or slower than you think you can, step the left toes back behind you. Foot comes down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, launch forward, Ardha Chandrasana. Right fingertips come down. Left toes lift toward the sky, and we hold and breathe. Option here, stay with all 5 of your right fingertips down like a tent, anchoring you to the earth. Maybe challenge yourself to come just to 4 fingers. Maybe just 3. Maybe just 2. And maybe just 1. And from here, can you lift all your fingers away from the earth and balance in your floating half moon? Maybe you're wobbling. That's okay. Left hip stacks over right. 2 more rounds of breath here. Where can you dig deeper? What can you press down more through the right foot? And we'll begin to rise all the way up, floating the right fingertips away from the earth. Stretch right arm forward, left toes go back. Warrior 2, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down, palms plant. This time, lift your hips up high like a pyramid pose, just pausing here as we inhale to prepare. Exhale, press into your palms and glide your right foot all the way back up to 3-legged down dog. On the next inhale, lift your left heel. We'll try Chaturanga. Keep the right leg floating as high as possible as you lower down. Then root the right top of foot. Inhale, press to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And that is optional, so take any Chaturanga, any Vinyasa that feels good in your body. Second side. Inhale, left toes lift high. Exhale, step through to the top of the mat, low lunge. Inhale, the fingertips rise. Exhale, launch forward, right knee draws to your chest, palms to heart center. Inhale, let's all try it. Press the right toes forward, reach the fingertips high to the sky, holding for 5, For 4, soften your shoulders. For 3, you got it. For 2, for 1, lift the toes a little higher, and then glide the toes out to the side, finding the big circle in the leg, revolving all the way around. Reach the left fingertips forward, bend the left knee, and softly, slowly step back, sustaining as long as you can into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon. Left fingertips come down and wider of the left foot. Right fingertips reaching toward the sky. And it's like you're peeling your body open toward the right side of the mat, the long edge. Flex the right toes. Now, if you'd like to challenge the balance, keep gazing downward. Maybe come to 4 fingers. Maybe 3. Maybe 2. Maybe 1. Then, before you lift that last finger away, can you feel all 4 corners of the left foot digging down, actively engaging with the mat beneath you? Then float the fingertips up. Just 2 breaths here. If your fingertips aren't floating, float them now. Reach forward into the left arm, bend the left knee, and we'll come back from where we came, stepping back to warrior 2. Big inhale, inflate through your torso. Exhale, cartwheel the palms down, frame the left foot. Shift the hips up and back like pyramid. Outer left hip is pulling back. Left leg draws towards straight. Inhale. Exhale, press the palms down. Can you glide the left foot all the way up and back to 3-legged down dog? 1 more inhale here. Then as you exhale, we'll shift forward. Keep the leg high as you lower through Chaturanga. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settle your knees down to the mat and then shift back to a seat. So your butt comes to your heels. You can flip the palms face up on your thighs. Close your eyes. Come back to the breath. Feel your heart beating. And try to sustain and elongate your inhalations and then especially the exhalations, breathing out until all of the air has left your lungs fully. Notice the warm activations moving through your body, all of this circulation that you've created with your movement, with your strength, physically and mentally. Blink your eyes open. Shift to a seat. We'll start to cool things down. We'll find Gomukhasana in the legs. So let's have the right leg anchor down first and the left leg threads up and over. You can crawl your feet away from each other, finding maybe stacking the knees or the knees are a little bit wider. Wherever you are is great. Take an inhale, lift up through your heart. As you exhale, we'll take a side body stretch. So root your left palm down and we'll reach the right fingertips all the way up and over. Slide your shoulder down your back. Just like reverse warrior here. Big rainbow arc, side body stretch through the right ribs. Allow your left elbow to stay buoyant, micro bent, or maybe it lowers all the way down to the mat or somewhere in between. Keep flexing your toes actively, digging the knife edges of your feet to the mat. And then allow yourself to soften into the shape. Let your body be like clay molded by the breath. On your next inhale, press down, rise up. We'll switch the feet. So the left leg will thread under and the right leg will thread over. Crawl your toes away from each other. Maybe the knees stack, maybe not. Find what's comfortable for you, where you're feeling the sensation, but it's that sweet spot. It's not too much and it's not too little. Root your sitting bones, flex your toes. Inhale. Exhale, right palm comes down. Elbow is micro bent. Left fingertips stretch up and over. Breathe through the left side body, expanding the space between every rib. And the gaze can float up inside the elbow crease, or if it's more comfortable, you can gaze down toward your right fingertips. Keep both of your sitting bones anchoring down and just feel the stretch. Let it be sweet, even if it's a little intense. Let the breath sweeten the sensations, soften the tension, clear and cleanse. Inhale, rise back up through center. And then we'll spin to face the top of the mat. If you're not, draw your feet forward. Wiggle so that you're sitting onto your sitting bones. Take an inhale, stretch your fingertips high to the sky. As you exhale, just fold forward, Paschimottanasana. You can reach for the feet, the shins, whatever's accessible and available to you. Maybe the belly and the heart come down to connect with the legs. Maybe even the forehead floats down to rest between your shins. Feel breath into the back body here, gliding up and down your spine, effortlessly in and effortlessly out. These endless cycles, ebbing and flowing. You can stay here folding forward. Maybe, if you'd like, we'll find Navasana first. So sitting back to the sitting bones, lift the feet, then lift the legs to straighten. Reach your fingertips forward and see if you can grab for your ankles or maybe even your feet. So it's again kind of like the seated forward fold, but a bit more active. And then from here, if you can, draw in, wrapping the forearms around the backs of the calves, squeezing the belly button, all the time elongating the spine like your heart is stretching up through the roof of your mouth. If you're elevated, go ahead and release the feet down. If you are folded forward, rise back up to a seat. We'll root the soles of the feet down to the top of the mat, reach forward through the fingertips, and take a slow roll down all the way to lie on your back. Draw the soles of your feet up high to the sky. Grab for your shins or the outer edges of your feet, and then pull your knees down around your rib cage. Sacrum is deeply rooted to the earth, as is the back of the head and the back of the heart. Stay or play with extending the legs out wide. Staying connected wherever you have your grip, whether that's the shins, the ankles, the feet. And then you can gently rock side to side, massage the low back. Breathe into your groin, open up through the inner thighs. And then bring your knees back in. Draw the soles of your feet together so the knife edges of your feet come to the mat, and widen your knees open. Supta Baddha Konasana. Take one hand to the low belly, one up to your heart. Close your eyes. And we'll start breathing the same way that we began the practice, closing with some pranayama. So exhale, let go of all of your air. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause, retain. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Pause for 3, for 2, for 1. Again, in. Hold, relax. Exhale. Pause at the bottom. Inhale, 3. Retain for 3. Exhale. Pause. Inhale for 4. Feel the breath move between or underneath your hands. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Slow. 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. 4, 3. Chest rises. Retain. Lift up through your pelvic floor. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom. Last round. Inhale. Retain. Exhale, soften your face. Pause at the bottom. Big inhale breath. Open mouth, exhale, let that go. Take another clearing sigh if you need it. And we'll make our way out to Shavasana, so you can just reach your toes for the corners of your mat. Let them fall wide, let your arms open wide. Take up a lot of space and then start to melt down. Let your breath shift back to a totally natural state, completely intuitive. As you stay and rest, imagine that the boundary between your physical body and the earth beneath you is blurring, so that you're melting down, becoming one with the earth. Keep resting if you'd like to stay longer, or begin to slowly wake yourself back up, calling in new, bright, fresh air. Exhaling to let go of anything old, anything stale. Toes and fingers can start to wiggle. And then when you're ready, take a big stretch, like you're just waking up for the first time all day. As you're ready, bend your knees, roll to a side, drop head to bicep, both palms down to the mat. Press into your palms, and we'll make our way up to a seat right where we began. Eyes can stay closed if it's comfortable, or soften your gaze. Widen the knees, root the sitting bones. Draw your palms to meet in front of your heart. Take a moment to acknowledge all of the strength inside you, mentally and physically, all of the effort that it required to sustain through some of these more challenging postures and the longer holds, reaching just past that point of comfort. And now, set an intention for yourself to move into the rest of your day with, whether it be a word or a feeling or a phrase. Inhale into that intention, lift your thumbs to your third eye. Exhale and bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much, as always, for sharing your practice with me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you have a really lovely rest of your day. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below. That really supports me. I'll see you very soon in another class. Bye.